All right, well, it's true. I'm ruining the lakes. Actually, this is legitimate. The other day, someone screenshotted a conversation on Facebook of somebody who said, I can't believe our lakes and everyone fishing our lakes. And then I had some people send me screenshots of the comment section saying, it's all over YouTube because of that Dreamcatcher fella. Well, I got news for you. You're wrong. You're wrong. It's just, you are. I'll tell you why. Because, I don't know if you know this, I'm in the industry, and we saw a 200% increase the last 3 years in fishing license sales. Why is that? Possibly because everybody and their mama started working from home. And people don't necessarily like to work, and businesses were still paying people to work from home. People said, hey, I only work like 4 hours a day at my real job, and now I've got 5 hours to go do something. And guess what? More people went fishing. So we saw a lot of people go fishing in the last few years because of COVID. Also, this happened, businesses, commercial buildings stopped doing their thing. People didn't have to come into work. So a lot of people came to the area of Western North Carolina, upstate South Carolina, and North Georgia to get away from the cities. They're like, hey, I can now work from home. If I can work from home, I'd rather live somewhere that I enjoy. And a lot of people love the mountains. So we saw this huge influx of people come to the mountains, and then naturally people that come to the mountains like to recreate outdoors. And it's the way it is throughout all the outdoors, right? It doesn't matter if it was hunting. By the way, if you went hiking, it was like, holy cow, this must be the most relevant trail in the world, because my wife and I would go out hiking. We'd see more hikers than we'd ever seen. It didn't matter what it was in the outdoors. Outdoor sales and outdoor recreation exploded. Kayak sales went crazy. Bow sales, boat sales. If it was something in the outdoor recreation space, because the government literally was like, the only thing you can do is recreate in the outdoors. Keep your 6-foot social distancing. So what did it do? It sent everybody into what? The outdoors. Fishing, hunting, hiking, whatever it was. It was all of these recreational activities just got a massive explosion of people. So I don't know. I wonder if hunters blame like the hunting public, or like, it's like, dude, this was the time we lived in. People literally were like, holy cow, let me look at my life. I don't like working a 9 to 5 in an office. I want to go enjoy my life and make memories with my family out in the water, out in the woods, out on a river, whatever. So you saw an explosion of people in the outdoors. The fishing industry was one of the culprits to COVID. Businesses blew up. I know our business went crazy successful, and we've kind of still are riding that wave of success. So we saw big influx of outdoorsmen to the area. In combination, they're working from home, they're getting paid. All right, so those are two absolute huge factors. Two factors which, by the way, I have nothing to do with. Here's another factor that I have nothing to do with. Interest rates. Okay, they were literally, during COVID, the government obviously didn't want the whole country to go into just financial turmoil. They lowered the interest rates to promote people spending more money. So interest rates were freaking unbelievably low. 1.5%, 2%, 2.5%, 3%, 3.5% for bass boats. So we saw what? Record bass boat sales. So everybody and their mama who didn't have a boat or already had a boat, they're unloading their used boats, their boats for cheaper, which more people now can get boats for cheaper, and then those guys are going out and buying newer bass boats. That is literally what was happening, right? So those are three absolutely huge monster factors. And then naturally, we have more lakes in general in our region. I mean, literally right here, I'm in Sylva, North Carolina. Within about or not 20 minutes, but about an hour, we have about 20 reservoirs. You can fire up the big motor and go do your thing and catch spotted bass, largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, walleye, catfish, crappie, perch, brim, pretty much anything you want. Big trout, lake trout, brown trout, rainbow trout, brook trout. I mean, you name it, you can go fish for it in the area. So it was funny to me that I won't call these people small-minded, but I definitely think they don't think deeper. I think this is what happens. I think a lot of people get upset that they can't catch fish, and they just like to start pointing the fingers at somebody that they can blame. And the reality is, you can't make excuses you gotta make adjustments. In fact, that's what's cool about being an outdoorsman. The thing that draws me to the outdoors is that no day is ever the same. Every single day is an opportunity for me to learn, for me to potentially fail, for me to make adjustments, for me to try to evolve as an angler, as someone who's trying to outthink wild animals. I mean, that is the coolest thing about being a hunter, being a fisherman. You're trying to pattern wild animals, and sometimes you succeed at it, and most times you fail at it, and that is the draw that keeps me coming back, and I think most people in general. But what I think happens is, once again, people like to point fingers and never look at the man in the mirror, and they like to say it's his fault, it's their fault, whatever. And obviously we have a really big following regionally, upstate South Carolina, North Georgia, Western North Carolina, and people want to just say it's the YouTuber's fault. Yeah, or the fact that everybody was working from home, money was flying everywhere, interest rates were low, and everybody moved to the area. So, you know, before you start making comments, usually it helps to use your brain. But anyways, those are my 2 cents on it. Our lakes are fishing better than ever. In fact, this happened earlier this year. I had a customer waiting for me at a boat ramp and says, "Hey, how's this lake fishing?" And the guy at the boat ramp said, "Well, it was a great lake before Dream Catchers ruined it on YouTube." And the guy goes, "Oh, that's who I'm going out with today." And then the fellow goes, "Oh, well, you guys will probably still catch them." And yeah, we did. We ended up smashing them. We had about 25 pounds on our best 5 fish. And the reality is, the fish are still in the lake. They're still biting. You just got to outsmart them. You got to make adjustments. You've got to evolve and change as an angler. And that's what you got to do. So anyways, this was a really fun video to make because I just think people don't fully think through. They just have like so much emotional constipation. They don't really think through like, hey, this could be happening or this could be happening or the bigger picture at play. And then obviously people a lot of times are just stuck in their way as fishermen and don't want to adopt new techniques and become better anglers and better outdoorsmen. So anyways, just my 2 cents. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe, and yeah, hope to see you on the water. See you in the shop. Thanks for watching. See you.